What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see right here, I'm currently editing a video and it's the one you're watching right now. I forgot to do an intro and explain what's happening in this video. So what we're doing is we're doing the floor installation and putting the subfloor in. So I'm going to hand you over to past me so he can show you what we do. Right, so we decided to get rid of the insulation that we got for free because it was a hassle to work with. It was also too thick in a lot of places and we would have to trim it all down and it was breaking when we were standing on it. So we bought this roll of I think it's fiberglass insulation. It's not the best, it was quite cheap, it was only £20 for the roll and it'll probably fill the whole space, but it is the floor so it doesn't matter too much. It is 10 centimeters thick and we only need it to be 4, so we are going to have to compress it quite a bit, but it should be fine. We'll lose a bit of the R value, but again, it's the floor, so it doesn't matter too much. It nearly fits perfectly in between. Right, so as you can see, the insulation of the floor is done. Jack's currently doing the foil boundary, the layer. Whilst he's doing that, I'm gonna start measuring the MDF up and seeing what needs cutting so that we can get that in on top once Jack's finished with the foil. So it started to rain once again, so that means we have to stop for the night because everything's gonna get wet. I don't know when we're going to be back in here because it's a weekend now. We both play football Saturday, Sunday. So it'll probably be next week. But I'll give you a little update on the progress. Obviously we've got all the stuff back in here. We've got half of the van tinfoiled, all the floors insulated as you've seen before. So we're just finishing the foil barrier and then we need to get the wood in and then we'll be done with the floor. So that'll be in the next week or so. We'll be done with this. And then we can move on to something else. Not sure what that'll be. We're back at the van and we've come to finish off the flooring. As you can see behind us, the foil's down, we've got the insulation in. We need to cut these boards and also we need to put a few more of these wooden beams in just so that the floor doesn't bend because it is bending in places, which means we do have to take this up, unfortunately. To put a few underneath, but it shouldn't take too long, and then once we've done that and got them in, we can start putting the foil back over everything and then get the flooring down. Right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting the shapes of the floor into the wood so that we can put all the wood laid out in the van and see exactly where we do need the supports, so that we aren't just putting supports in places that might not actually be needed. And Jack, whilst I'm doing that, is cutting the supports so that they're ready to be screwed straight in as soon as we need them. We had to stop the other night because the staples that we bought didn't actually fit the staple gun. So we're back at it now and we're going to get the floor finished. Jack's going to be working on the barrier that goes in between the insulation and the subfloor, and I'm going to be working on cutting out the shapes that we need for the floor. Also, I had a bit of a nightmare. I dropped a tin of paint and there's paint all over the floor and the back of the van. I'm about to cut the last piece of the subfloor that needs cutting, and then every piece of the flooring, of the subfloor anyway, will be cut, and it can all go in once we've put the tin foil, well not tin foil, once we put the foil boundary in. So I'm going to do this now and then that'll be ready to just be fitted. So right now I'm rolling the foil barrier on top of the insulation, and as I roll it, Jack's stapling it down. Well, as I roll and cut it, Jack's stapling it down. We've only got, well, I've got one more section to just roll out, and then Jack's got to staple the whole thing. Once we've done that, the wood that is already cut will go straight on top, and then we've got to just screw it in, and the subfloor will be done. At least the bulk of it. There's still like the ends of it by the door where we need to put a nice finish on, just to cover the wood and the insulation up, but the actual main part will be done. So we're gonna finish this and then you'll see us putting floor in. We finished putting the foil barrier in now. So now it's time to get the wood in and get it screwed in, and then we're done for the night and done for this video. We finished the floor. You can see it goes all the way along to the back. It's only the subfloor though, so you can see there is gaps where you can see the foil barrier. But this is just something to rest the actual floor on when we get it in. So this is just the foundation. It doesn't matter if there's any gaps. There are a few issues, like this here. This one right here, it is moving quite a lot. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably take that up another time. But right now it's late, so I'm going to wrap this video up. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon just so you get notifications when I do put a new video out. And remember, keep exploring.